guys, it's Jessii Vee, and in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the very haunted Titanic Museum. Now, I had no idea the museum was even haunted. Actually, you guys kept commenting on my videos asking me to cover this, so I decided to. I did some research, and you guys know I love anything about the Titanic, so I was shocked to find out that there are so many ghosts that haunt this museum, so we're gonna talk about it today. Before I get started though, do you like my scarf? I love how it's like ombre, it goes from dark to like a lighter purple, it has bats all over it, little cute pom-poms. This is available on the website right now. I have linked it down below. We actually have 4 different Halloween scarves in different styles. Everything is linked below, but yeah, I love it. And underneath it says, if you've got it, haunt it. Pretty cute shirt. And before we get started, I just want to remind you, I know I keep bringing this up, but it is important if you would like to win this backdrop behind me. All you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then head over to my other 2 channels, my Vee Vlogs channel, my Moot channel, subscribe there, put on your bell there. Come over back here and comment what you want to be for Halloween this year. If you're not dressing up, that is okay too. Just comment that and you will be entered. This is the first time in quite a while that I've done a contest only on YouTube, so take advantage of it. It's a lot easier. Alright, so let's jump right into today's video talking about this museum. The Titanic Museum attraction is a museum located in Brampton, Missouri. It is a sight to behold, an exact replica of the exterior of the ship, half the size. It was created so that people could experience what it was like to walk the hallways, parlors, cabins, and grand staircase of the Titanic, while surrounded by more than 400 artifacts directly from the ship and its passengers. Now, this collection alone is worth over $4.5 million, which is insane, and each guest entering the ship will receive a boarding pass of an actual Titanic passenger or crew. Then at the very end of your tour of the museum, you discover your passenger or crew's fate. In the Titanic Memorial Room, where 2,208 names line this historic wall. And for a lot of people, this is a very emotional experience. Now, the employees that work there believe that the spirits of the 1,496 people who lost their lives aboard the RMS Titanic on April 15th, 1912, have found their way to the museum dedicated to their memory. Their spirits just linger there where all of the artifacts are. It's like they're really trying to make themselves known. There was even an episode of Ghost Adventures that took place there during season 15, and they caught a crazy amount of paranormal activity. They kept catching figures standing in different rooms. They even heard this little child's voice say peekaboo. So I'm gonna start talking about the exhibits inside of this museum because there are a lot of them that are said to be haunted. There's a basin filled with water set to the exact temperature that people in the surrounding waters of the Titanic would have had to swim in after the ship sank. The ocean temperature was about 30 degrees Fahrenheit, meaning anyone who was floating in the water with a life vest would last approximately less than 15 minutes before they succumbed to hypothermia. So you're able to go here and stick your hand into this freezing ice cold water to see how long you can last. And it's really, really cold. Most people dip their hand in and say wow, and then dip it right back out. Then one of the most stunning pieces in the museum is the replica of the grand staircase. Now, this cost over $1 million to make, obviously. I mean, you could look at it, it looks amazing. There was a tour guide that worked there named Jerry Terrell that says she saw the apparition of John Jacob Astor, who was a businessman and one of the wealthiest passengers on board. Now, this man did not survive the sinking of the Titanic, and many people who have visited this museum has seen him standing on the top of the staircase. There's also a beautiful replica of the glass roof that was positioned directly above the grand staircase. They even have replicas of the bunks so you can see what the third-class living conditions would have looked like. Now, there was one employee who reported this incident where one of the pillows on the bed had this indent of someone's head, as if someone was actually lying there in that moment, someone they couldn't see. You can also see the first-class lodgings, which were much more spacious. There's also a wedding ring that belonged to a passenger named Carl Asplund. It was retrieved when his body was discovered after the accident. People say that his spirit still lingers here around his ring. There's a lot of energy attached to it. It's like he's hanging out just trying to get it back. There's also a room dedicated to the musicians who perished that night. The night of the disaster, they kept playing while trying to keep passengers as calm as possible in the face of almost certain death. And in the Ghost Adventures episode, they actually felt a lot of of energy around this piano, and there was this light anomaly that was captured going right across the keys, which is pretty creepy. It was like someone was sitting there playing the piano. There's also an interactive exhibit where you can try your hand at experiencing what it was like being on the deck of the Titanic as it began to sink. So people will like literally climb on each one and see if they would be able to like stay on it, which you can't. I mean, the angle is literally insane. Zach from Ghost Adventures interviewed an employee named Alex Shetley, who has had her fair share of unexplainable experiences, including the discovery of mysterious child-sized handprints on the glass windows of the captain's bridge. And I think that's the most significant thing at this museum. People constantly see these little child handprints all over the place, on glass, on walls. Why are they there? I mean, it seems like spirits of the children who passed away during the Titanic are still there. There's a few more things you can do there. It says you can also touch an iceberg, shovel coal in the Titanic's boiler room, learn how to send an SOS distress signal, sit in an actual sized lifeboat and hear true passenger stories. I mean, people who have been to this museum rave about it. They say it's an amazing experience. If I'm ever in Missouri, I will definitely go there. But yeah, I had no idea until you guys told me. I had no idea this place was haunted. So it is super, super sad, but it's also amazing that they were able to keep so many of these artifacts. And the fact that they recreated the staircase in the Titanic, amazing. I wish I could go there. Anyways though guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do more videos about the Titanic, I definitely can. There are so many more mysteries and stories that I could talk about. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like me to do that. And don't forget, I know I keep reminding you guys, but if you would like one of the new Halloween mystery boxes, they will for sure be sold out before Halloween, so get them while you can. I have linked it down below along with the scarves. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!